My family has lived in or extremely close to Dearborn for about 50 years. I am done hearing about what Dearborn is and what it consists of from people who aren't even from Michigan and have never stepped foot in that city. I have lived in 5 cities across Michigan, all of which have been predominantly Christian except for Dearborn. I find it so funny to hear from Christians that, Sharia law and they're forcing it on us and they're taking over Michigan and our country. They have been here for so long and they have left me alone more than any of you have. I was literally inside a Dearborn coffee shop getting a coffee in a crop top and shorts, and I opened up my page and I read a comment that said, I have to wear multiple layers of clothing in Dearborn because I'm not safe if I don't dress super modest. How? People will say that you can't escape the prayer calls that play throughout the city. That is crazy because I can only hear church bells from my sister's house. So every time I hear people reference Dearborn and say that Muslims are trying to take over America, and it's always a Christian saying that, I feel like the call is really coming from inside the house because, again, grew up in Dearborn and live near it, almost 23, and I have never had Islam pushed on me in any sort of way. But I'll open up my phone and I'll see politicians campaigning on uniting church and state. I'll have dozens of comments from Christians telling me that I'm going to hell and I'm stupid and the craziest insults simply because I don't believe in God. Also, Dearborn was my first introduction to the fact that there were people that lived differently than my family and believed different things. And for me, that was such a beautiful discovery. And I ended up going out of my way to go to a different high school than the one that I was supposed to so I could join a program that studied cultures and history. And then I ended up studying history and international relations in college, and I feel like my love for that started seeing that there were people that were different around me and wanting to know about that instead of automatically hating them for being different.
It's always the case, damn near always the case, that the criticism is coming from people that have never been there. And it's not just a Dearborn thing, right? I talk about it frequently, given the fact that I'm in the Chicagoland area almost my entire life as well. Almost my entire life. And what people talk about when it comes to what is and what is not Chicago is vastly different depending on if they've actually been there or not. And what I find is 9 times out of 10, the people that are like, well, Chicago is it's a war zone, it's a third world shithole. You can't get off the plane without getting shot 3 times. You can't walk to the corner store to buy a gallon of milk and a loaf of bread without getting mugged. Are people that have never fucking been to the city of Chicago, have no idea what the city of Chicago is all about, right? Same thing with Dearborn, Michigan. They see isolated things that people want them to see. They hear that it's a large population of this, that, or the other, and they lose their fucking mind, right? You don't hear people talking about, these same people talking about wanting to go and send the military to Skokie, do you? Skokie, Illinois, directly north of the city of Chicago in the north suburbs. Massive Jewish population. I mean, it's all Jewish. Where are the calls to send the military there? Where are the people that are sending semi-trucks full of pigs to Skokie? It doesn't exist, right? It's a very specific brand of bigotry and dare I say, racism. It's always from the people, once again, that have never been. That have absolutely zero frame of reference.